I figured I would do a little video on comparison between some pawn shop gems that I've found over the years. This one happens to be the most recent score. This is a 1975 Martin D18. Let's see if we get better light in there. Some nice old mahogany, some incredible Sitka. This thing is all original minus the tuners. I put some Grover Statites on it. Still has the massive 3 1/4 inch, I believe, rosewood bridge plate, micarta nut and saddle. I did change the bridge pins to antique acoustic bridge pins. And I think these are 80-20 12s, if I recall. But, oh, and this is a prime tone 0.73. Lovely sustain. It's got a huge neck. It's a soft V. This thing probably could... It's probably on the verge of needing a neck reset. Definitely could go for some new frets. But it sounds wonderful. And it's light as a feather, for the least. It's a 3 pounds, 14 ounces or something. It's light. It's a preemie. Next is the guitar that got me into the search for old guitars at pawn shops. This is a 1968 Martin D28. Let's see, boom. It's got the nice rounded headstock, original tuners. So I can get some loveliness on that Brazilian. And then this should be a Sitka, though I don't notice a lot of cross-grain silking. This has had a neck reset. The first 9 or so frets replaced, bone nut and saddle, and then these bridge pins are from an what are these from? An 1890s parlor guitar, I believe. I don't. It's either that or off of something from the 30s. I don't recall, but they sounded good. For some reason, it tightened up the bass with these bridge pins. So this has a good sized neck, not quite the soft V, more of a large C. Fills the hand nicely, though I think I do prefer the larger neck on the D18. And as you'll have noticed, I am recording in my bathroom because it just sounds so much better. Okay, next is a 2014, if I recall. Yes. Gibson J45 Custom. Again, another pawn shop rescue. This one is lovely Sitka with East Indian rosewood, and previous owner lovingly put their name in it, or well, actually just painted it. This thing needed a little bit of love when I found it. Oops. It had a crack in the X brace, crack, I think his tone bar was separating, back brace was separating. I think that was about it. But I took the electronics out because I don't like electronics and acoustics. Now this one's a little different as it is short scale with scalloped X bracing, and the D18 would have the mahogany back with a rosewood fretboard, where the D28 has the rosewood back with the ebony fretboard. Now this has a rosewood back but with a rosewood fretboard and bridge also. This guitar, I don't know, I think this one ticks all the boxes for me. Bright and dry with some nice overtones but not excessive, and it's got that nice mid thump that Gibsons are kind of known for. But yeah, this was another lucky pawn shop score. I got this one, oh, I don't know, 2 years ago, I think. And then lastly is the odd man out, because it's neither Gibson nor Martin. This is a Washburn Cherokee. Now, how does this fit in with the mix of nice guitars from pawn shops? This one happened to be purchased at a music store, but this particular model, for I believe 2 years, was actually made by Dana Bourgeois. In the mid-90s, Dana built, or Dana shop I should say, built a small number of guitars for Washburn, like 200, 220, somewhere around there. This one being the most prevalent, it is the Cherokee, which is East Indian rosewood, Sitka, ebony. The other one would be, I think it's the Apache, with a 3-piece bird's eye maple back and bird's eye sides. And there's the Savannah, which is a slope shoulder Koa back and sides. And then lastly is the Paramount, which is Brazilian rosewood. I'm not sure about the top. It's got the Tree of Life inlay, and that's the, creme de la creme. This one's probably got the thinnest neck of them all. I don't know, maybe the Gibson, but this one's probably the easiest to play. And this one also has bone nut and saddle. It's interesting if you ever find one of these Washburns out in the wild. There's a couple ways to tell if it is a Dana Bourgeois built. The label on the inside will have either CPT initials and or the other one I think is DB for Dana, maybe whatever his middle initial is. Also, the bridge pins, when you pull them out, they will have lines cut into them, denoting which one is the first, the sixth, or the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth strings where they're supposed to be. And then lastly, this has the detachable, or bolt-on neck, but it also has Dana's bolts that affix the fretboard to the top of the soundboard, which if you get a mirror under there, you'll be able to see. And I believe he scallops, well, I can see that this part of the X brace is scalloped right here, but I think it's just on one side, maybe the bass side. I don't remember, but it kind of evens out the treble, evens out the bass and trebles. Anyway, this one was found at a music store, and actually, this isn't mine per se. My girlfriend wanted a guitar, and I told her that this is the guitar she should buy because this is the easiest thing to play on. You're not going to find a better American-made guitar for the price that she paid, and ultimately, if she ever wanted to get rid of it, I would know a buyer. This guy. Anyway, just a quick little comparison of some dreadnoughts. Hope you enjoyed.